Hi everyone, welcome to the Hampshire School Nursing Podcast series for Hampshire and Isle of Wight NHS Trust. My name is Leah and I'll be chatting to some school nurses about the work they do and how they might be able to help a young person struggling with exam stress. I am joined with some other students from the Hampshire schools and colleges.
Hi, I'm Lois.
Hi, I'm Jamie.
Hi, I'm Lilly.
Today I'll be speaking to Amy and Kirsty, a public health school nurse with over a collective 35 years of experience of working in the NHS. The focus of today's podcast will be exam stress. Amy and Kirsty, thank you so much for joining us. So let's start by you telling us a bit about who you are and what you do.
Hi, I'm Kirsty.
Hi, I'm Amy, and we work within the NHS Trust as specialist community public health school nurses. My work focuses on improving health and wellbeing outcomes for children and young people. I work in a team that covers the whole of Hampshire, and we support all sorts of things from emotional wellbeing, healthy lifestyles, transitioning between schools and lots more. So if you have a problem and you're aged between 5 and 19, you're more than welcome to get in touch with your local school nurse and they will do their best to help you.
That's awesome. I'll put how to get in touch in the show notes, so check that out.
So exams, they're pretty stressful. Is this something you have noticed while working with young people? Would you say it's pretty common?
Oh yeah, it's pretty common. I think the most prepared student feels a bit nervous and maybe even stressed, but it's a natural body response to pressure. It's your brain saying, this is important. But too much stress can leave you feeling overwhelmed, anxious, or even stuck, like you don't know where to start. Some people feel the pressure, like you have to do it perfectly or you'll disappoint yourself and others. Whether it's from parents, teachers, or even yourself, the pressure to succeed can feel intense. However, it is important to take a step back and remind yourself that one exam doesn't define you. Just do your best. That's all anyone can ask of you.
I'd say it's easy to feel like everyone else is ahead of you for sure.
It can, but if you prepare early enough, that helps limit some of the pressure and the stress exams can cause. Talking to your friends about your exams can help limit some of your fears, as a problem shared is a problem half. Maybe you can suggest to your friends to get together and revise the same subjects.
That's a really good idea, but only if you can trust your friends not to muck about.
That's true.
I guess the takeaway is that a lot of people get stressed about exams, and that's pretty normal to feel like that, but it doesn't have to take over. So let's talk about how you can handle it if you're feeling stressed out.
Well, when you're stressed, your body reacts in all kinds of ways. There's the physical signs like headaches, upset stomach, trouble sleeping, or even feeling tired all the time. Emotional signs like feeling irritable, getting snappy and overwhelmed, or even tearful. And there's mental symptoms too, like forgetting things, having trouble concentrating, or not being able to think clearly.
Oh goodness, I mean, you don't need to be forgetting things before an exam, do you? It's just not ideal.
Exactly. These are all signs that your body is working overtime. It's automatic, just arrives, it's kind of out of your control. Your heart starts beating faster because of the adrenaline. You've got these kind of quite negative, rigid thoughts that kind of urge you to act specific ways. It's what we call fight or flight response.
Fight or flight? I don't want to beat anyone up.
No, it doesn't literally mean you're going to hit someone. Flight means your body will either shut down and leave the situation, like pretend it's not happening or refusing to do things you need it to do. Fight means your body gets ready for attack. It goes into hypervigilance to keep us safe, and that's what brings the physical symptoms we spoke about earlier.
Oh wow, I mean, I didn't know that. It sounds like a throwback to our caveman days.
It kind of is. But good news is that we've learnt ways to help our bodies and mind relax and focus better on recognising the threats from stress.
Yes, let's talk about those things that can help us manage stress and feel more in control. I know I like to plan for an exam, get some revision done and set goals and break it down into smaller chunks to not get too overwhelmed.
Yes, that's a great way to revise. If you feel nervous, remember to breathe, take a few deep breaths and calm yourself down.
They always say to make sure you read the whole paper first, before starting to answer questions, don't they? I guess to make sure you really understand what they're asking you to answer.
That's great advice for any exams or tests. It's good to know what they are wanting from your answers.
Well, that's it for today's episode. Exams can be tough, but remember, you're tougher. With the right tools and mindset, you can manage stress, stay focused, and show those exams what you're made of. Thank you so much to school nurses Amy and Kirsty for chatting with me today.
You're more than welcome. Just remember, if you're feeling overwhelmed, talk to someone you trust, whether it's a teacher, parent, or me, your school nurse. You don't have to face it alone. There's lots of information online too from the Health for Teens website. See the link on the show notes. Plus, lots of other really helpful tips and advice on health and lifestyle. Of course, you can always drop us a line to your school nurse or our text line, Chat Health. The number is 07507 332 160. And if you're under 19, we can come and support you at school or college at a face-to-face appointment.
That's amazing. We are so lucky to have dedicated nurses for kids and teens. Thanks again for today. If you've enjoyed today's episode, please give us a like to help get our word out there. Also, remember to subscribe to us too to catch our next podcast. This time, it's all about summer safety, so you don't want to miss that. It will be available soon wherever you get your podcasts. Thanks for listening. Good luck with your exams, and remember, you've got this. See you next time.